And this is kind of heating up. So now we've got news that we have a new X-Men writer for season 3 of X-Men. And he is rewriting season 2. This is per Deadline. So who is Matthew Chauncey, you ask? And is this going to fix, or is this going to be better than Beau De Mayo, worse than Beau De Mayo? Good question, right? Because Andre, I mean, I haven't seen the show myself yet. I don't know if you've checked it out. But I mean, everybody who's I wish we had somebody here who had seen it, but everybody who has seen this show enjoys it. Surprisingly.
Actually, that doesn't surprise me, because that tells me that the show is actually fairly decent. Because here's the thing to keep in mind: the establishment Hollywood are very, very fond of attacking YouTubers for just being haters and misogynists and bigots and yada yada yada. But here's the thing: if there is something that, even if, however much we may be poised to dislike it, if it is good, people from this sphere of the internet will be the very first to admit it and say, yeah, this is good. I mean, even Yellow Flash, he had nothing good to say about X-Men 97 prior to it coming out, but then it did came out, and he changed his tune pretty quickly on that. And that's the same with everyone. Yeah. Everyone who was poised to dislike it based on some early speculation, and even Beau De Mayo himself coming out and basically admitting, yeah, they hired me because I'm a gay black guy and they wanted me to put my experience into this. Everyone were put off by those comments, but the end result didn't have any of that, and so they loved it.
Well, let me put it to you this way. At some point, by pure statistics, we were bound to get somebody who was woke as fuck still make something good, just by pure chance. At some point, it was bound to happen. How were we supposed to know it was going to be X-Men? I mean, I think I was one of the few people who kind of speculated that this guy might know his shit, just going off of some of the things he was saying, and it was Feige and those guys that were pushing the gay black aspect, right? Yeah. And now it's looking more like that's the case. Because I'm going to tell you who this Matthew Chauncey is. Because there's no surprise that this motherfucker has a write-up in Out magazine. Because of course he would.
Which only goes to confirm the speculation that Beau De Mayo was fired because he didn't make X-Men 97 gay enough. And so they needed to go and change season 2, which he had already written, to gay it up a little bit.
And just for acknowledgement, or to know, so you know what he's worked on before, he's worked on shows like Dollhouse, Reaper, and Terra Nova. Who made Dollhouse? Or is that the other one I'm thinking of? Never mind. I think that's the other one I'm thinking of. But either way, that's what he's worked on before. Also, he worked on Agent Carter.
Yeah, I think you were thinking of Russian Doll.
I was thinking of Russian Dollhouse, but either way, yeah, it's an older show, the one with Eliza Dushku. But so yeah, this guy's definitely gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but it's just the point. In this
context, that's probably why he was hired, to gay it up
exactly
in a way that the previous showrunner didn't do.
And they're asking for this in the chat.
Gay, 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 he's so fucking gay, 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 gay.
And that's okay. But will he be able to write? That's the question, especially rewriting Beau De Mayo, who the fans have said they enjoyed his writing this far.
Yeah.
So we all sit here months and months and months after the fact, still waiting for some bomb that didn't drop on Beau De Mayo.
Indeed, and just to clarify that, because he was fired, and this is most unusual, because he should be protected by his identity. There were loads of speculation about his OnlyFans and stuff like that, which Disney apparently knew of in advance. And we didn't hear anything else about what he possibly could have done to have gotten fired by Disney. So that can only mean it must have been something else. So probably it was this. He did the high crime of not making X-Men 97 gay enough.
I think so. I think our speculation early on was correct. Yeah, because there were some rumors that swirled, but nothing came of it. No accusations. You know, they said there was rumors that it was because of his PP pics, but those were out before the show even started, as far as I know from our timeline, if I remember right.
They were indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you keep speculating for another minute. I just had to drop out for 1 second here.
No problem. But yeah, so like I think at the end of the day, I think the whole reason this Matthew guy got the job is obvious. Let's see if he can do as well as Beau did, because hopefully when the NDAs dry up, Beau can tell us more about this. I mean, I know plenty of people who would love to talk to him. Flash has tried getting a hold of him. We'd love to talk to him. Any number of us would. Because, yeah, it doesn't matter that he's gay. That's not the problem. We're just happy that he put together a show that's decent. Because, like, I compared it to Bryan Singer when he did X-Men, not to bring up a controversial name, but it's true that, you know, when he was offered X-Men, he wasn't an X-Men fan. But he read a few comics and stuff, and he's like, oh, I can kind of draw parallels to this growing up as a bisexual guy, you know, and he used that inspiration. He didn't use it to color the movie itself, though, and it looks like Beau did the same thing here. He used his, you know, his life experience, but didn't necessarily try to make it his. Kind of like The Acolyte with Leslie Headland and her working her shit out with her sister. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really have much more to say than that. That's pretty much what we have for that story. It's going to be at least another year probably before we see season 2 anyway, so we'll have to see how bad it is.
This clip was taken from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which streams live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 AM Pacific Time on the Midnight's Edge main channel. There you can send in your live questions and comments before clips and full stream replays are uploaded to Midnight's Edge live archives. We are also on Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey and Facebook, so smash that like, help share, subscribe and join us.